Hello again, everyone. Larry Madison with you in another edition of Sports Scene Live from Brewbachers, where we tape on Sunday afternoons. Enjoyed having you come out and watch the show. By the way, you can pick up your rivalry edition. This particular edition, the EA Santa Maria game, has a complete history of the word 22 and 22. And of course, Santa Maria came out victorious this past week, but to pick that edition up of Sports Scene. All right, we'll be back with more. We've got the coaches, we've got players of the week, a lot coming up. Stay with us.
The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brewbachers. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boy, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brewbachers.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist, you got it made.
Finally, I found a doctor who talks with me, not at me. She takes the time to answer my questions, so I feel reassured, not rushed. More time with my doctor, more time for me. Schedule a tour today. Centerwell, it's about time.
Everywhere we go, people want to know
who we are.
So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. Everywhere we go, people want to know. People want to know who we are, so we tell them. We're Cypress Roofing, we're Cypress Roofing.
Call us today for your free evaluation.
Josh?
Call today, 225-450-5507.
See Gonzales Military for a big selection of kids' camo and cold weather gear. They carry clothes, rain gear, rubber boots, headgear, belts, and more. Gonzales Military, just off Burnside across from Lamandolas. Bertrand's Pharmacy has been providing personal medication counseling for over 30 years. Andy and Jeannie Bertrand, registered pharmacists, honor many prescription plans. Bertrand's is open Monday through Saturday. Phone 644-5641. See Foti Financial Services for all your money needs. They have loans for any worthwhile purpose. Auto, furniture, appliance, home improvement, and vacation loans. Celebrating over 50 years of service, Foti Financial Services. When you're serious about appliance repair, call Hitman. They offer reliable professional repair for a wide range of household and commercial appliances. They'll have you back up and running in no time. Hitman Services. Santa Maria Muffler and Brake has been serving the Santa Maria area for many years doing exhaust work, brake, tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Santa Maria Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic is the leading orthopedic and sports medicine provider in the region with 5 convenient locations. Dr. Winder is proud to serve as East Ascension and Santa Maria's team physician for over 25 years. Gronyard Furniture and Appliance has top name brands like Ashley, Sealy, Lazy Boy, Maytag, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, Toshiba, KitchenAid, Stearns & Foster, Serta, Speed Queen, and more. Gronyards in Donaldsonville.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Glad to have you with us. Don't forget to pick up your rivalry edition of Sports Scene Magazine this week. And we've got the head coach and athletic director of Santa Maria, Coach O, David Oliver, with us. And he got the victory in the rivalry game. That's a big one.
Oh yeah, man, it is a huge one. It's always fun to play and compete against your huge rival, East Ascension, and like you said, it's always fun to come out with a victory.
You got in the last 2 weeks now. You beat Walker. You beat EA at EA, by the way. Things are starting to turn around really good for a good season now.
Yeah, we talked about it as a team. As they just we've had a hard time getting everything put together, and we've been very inconsistent. But we're starting to, break through, getting some breakthroughs. Instead of finding ways to lose, we're finding ways to win. And I said, the state, what they don't want to see is those Gators get hot. And we're starting to get hot at the right time, which is, late in the season. So, we always talk about the good teams winning September and great teams winning November. So that's when the games matter a little bit more.
You got over 100 wins at Santa Maria, the winningest coach in their history. You've been around longer than any other head coach right now in the district. Can you feel on Monday or Tuesday the kind of game you might have on Friday? You get a feeling?
Yeah, you could tell that not really about the outcome, because that's something that you can't control, is how the other team plays and what they do. But you get a feel for whether or not your kids are locked in. And I felt like we had a great week of practice. And usually when you come out and start pretty good, like we did, we got up 14-0, and that tells you that the game plan's kind of checking out, and that the things that you were seeing that you could take advantage of kind of worked. And I was just, while we're talking about the game, I was very proud of our defensive unit and special teams defense. And we got up 14-0, and there was still about 6 minutes left in the first quarter, and it was really an unusual game because the winning points were already on the board. We never trailed. We ended up winning 17-12, and they made that one way or another hold up. So I thought our defense played great. Special teams was clutch for us. Especially the guys back there fielding punts. We were able to field them clean, and that always saves you 2 first downs instead of letting them bounce on the turf and roll. So solid team effort, win. Pretty happy today.
You coaches are always saying we got to get off to a good start. Well, this was a good example of getting off to a good start when you jump out 14-0.
It was, and we were able to finally finish the game. Although, look, both teams had numerous chances to win that game, and just neither team was making plays, when they needed to make them to win it, and so it came down to the wire, and we were fortunate to come out on top.
Anybody in particular you'd like to point out on having a really good game this week?
Well, Connor Darr's the guy on offense that's, it's not any one particular stat or anything. He just does everything good, and he is so selfless. He plays running back. He plays on the ball tight end. He plays our move tight end. He plays some fullback sometimes, and has played some receiver for us. So he allows us to, create some matchups because of his versatility. And then on defense, Caleb Ricks, he had a great game against, I guess it's 2 years ago now, with a couple interceptions. And, he followed it up this year. He forced 2 fumbles and had some very good coverage.
We're out here at Brewbachers, as we are every Sunday, and I want to mention that. And they're open late on Fridays, by the way, after football games. So come on out after the games at Brewbachers. The weather is absolutely gorgeous today. We've been pretty fortunate this year for the weather.
It's been real nice. This patio, it's refurbished. The restaurant's great. It's a good place to have a show. And then as far as, for the football season, besides that first game was real rainy against Burge, with the tropical storm that had just been through there or whatever was on its way. I forget the specifics now, 7 or 8 weeks later. But besides that game, we haven't really had any, weather concerns or lightning delays or anything like that. It's been a nice fall.
All right, you got coming up now, you got Live Oak. It'll be a homecoming game. The series now, I should mention the series on that Santa Maria is 23-22 now. You're up one on the overall series on the rivalry game. But the series is, you're 4-0. It's homecoming. Tell us about Live Oak.
I tell you, Live Oak has been through, I think this is their 3rd coach in 3 years. And I tell you, they're improved. You look at their record at 3-4, and it doesn't, blow you away, but 3-4. But then you look at, they beat Denham Springs, they beat Prairieville, they played EA within, I think the game was 18-14 or 18-15, something like that at EA. They're improving, and we thought that their time would be coming because 2 years ago, so the kids are juniors now. they had a very, very good freshman team with a lot of very good athletes on it, and they just kind of beat all the rest of the freshman teams by a huge margin. And we were like, when these kids get seasoned and grow up into varsity players, they're going to be a tough out. And they are all that and then some. I mean, they're competitive. They played against good people. They played against Dunham. They're very versatile on offense and play a lot of different formations. And then defensively, they bring some pressure, and they're not afraid to play man coverage.
Do you like the way the district has worked out this year with the odd number teams?
Oh, I love this district. I think this is the highly competitive district. And, taking off the head football coach hat and putting on the AD hat, I think it's not just a great district in football. When you talk about boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer, baseball, softball, you can just put any sport you want in there, and they're going to be first class, and there's going to be great competition. And if you feel like you win the district, you're going to have a chance to make a deep run into state in any of those sports. So it's been great for us.
Well, we appreciate you coming by once again, and good luck, and congratulations on the rivalry victory.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more from Brewbachers right after this time out. Don't forget, we got the Players of the Week coming up too.
Corporate sponsor is Santa Ma Muffler, and our plaque sponsor is the Care Chemical Group. Well, this week, Quentin Elisar had 4 receptions for 90 yards and a TD. Tell us about your game.
I think I played pretty good. We have a few guys out right now, so I got to step up all year, and I made 4 pretty good plays, and 2 of them really counted. The 4th down and then the touchdown, I thought I had a pretty good catch on.
About the big game this week, tell us about it.
I think we're prepared. I think we can. We're gonna show up and show out, and I think we're gonna beat it. As simple as that.
All right. And on the defensive side goes Anthony Cesuro. Did I say it? I'm close.
Salzarulo.
All right. And he's the defensive tight end. You had numerous tackles during last week's game.
Yes, sir. Personally, I feel like that game was the best game I've had all year. Had numerous tackles, had a couple tackles for loss, and played sound defense.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
The UPS Store is not just a shipping store. We're the shipping store. The Leave the Packing to Us store. The We Understand this is more than a package store. We're the pack it, ship it, guarantee it store. The Peace of Mind store. We're the right around the corner. Go to We Ship It All store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. When we pack it and ship it, we guarantee it. So find your local store today and ship with confidence.
If you're from Louisiana, you know that doing things the right way matters. Around here, that means creating a great restaurant and something more. People know that at Don's, they'll always have fresh Louisiana seafood. They'll always be part of a family and part of a proud Don's seafood tradition. It's what makes us Louisiana's original Cajun restaurant.
Everywhere we go, people want to know
who we are.
So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. Everywhere we go, people want to know. People want to know who we are. So we tell them. We're Cypress Roofing. We're Cypress Roofing.
Call us today for your free evaluation.
Josh?
Call today, 225-450-5507.
Industrial Marine Valve is proud to support local athletics. They offer valve, pumps, and repair services. They're located at 715 South Sunny Avenue in Gonzales. Phone 644-9220.
Hey folks, Craig at DeLone Supermarket with my main man Rod. We just want to let you know that we sell certified Angus beef, fresh produce, deli. Check out our Facebook ad at DeLoneSupermarket.com for our specials, and thanks for watching Sports Scene.
Hebert Steel Incorporated, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, offers structural steel fabrication. Hebert Steel is a proud supporter of all high school sports in this area. Phone 644-5316 or 291-2144. For your next party or get-together, don't forget the ice. Pick up or order from a locally owned company. Bateman's Ice of Sanama. They deliver and supply storage boxes too. Bateman's Ice, the clink makes the drink. Sanama Muffler and Brake has been serving the Sanama area for many years, doing exhaust work, brake tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Sanama Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564.
Welcome back to Brewbachers once again, everyone. Glad to have you along. And our sports scene is sponsored by Quality Materials and Ascension Concrete Company. You can check out their ad in the latest edition, The Rivalry, which gives you all the history of the rivalry game, and really an unbelievable series there. But we've got another thing to talk about now. We got the EA to we've got the assistant coach to talk about the EA Sanama rivalry game, and that's Jonte Jones, defensive line and special teams coach. Tough loss, great series, and it's a great battle between these two teams.
Yes, sir. A really tough game. You know, didn't come on top. Had some things that we didn't execute on different parts of the game. But all in all, it's our first year here, man. It was great atmosphere, great other team. They competed and didn't go our way.
Tell us your background a little bit. It looks like you played some defensive line sometime in your history.
Yes, sir. I'm from St. James. I played at St. James High School. I played for Dwayne Jenkins. That's now at Lutcher. And after that, I started off coaching with him 5 years ago at Lutcher High. And then I went to Lake Charles. I went back to Lake Charles. I played at McNeese State University for 5 years. And now I went back to Lake Charles after a year, after coaching at Lutcher. And then I started coaching with Coach Brock last 3 years at St. Louis. And now I'm with him at EA over here at coaching.
Well, that's outstanding. Tell us what it's like to go to the rivalry game. This was your first experience with that game, right?
Yeah, that was the first experience. We just got here past January when Coach Brock took over. I thought all the hype around it is there. You know, it's a big deal to the people in the community here, big deal to us. But I thought it was pretty outstanding that how they sell out for it and how they went about throughout the whole week of making up towards the game.
17-12, you were in the game, so it was a tight ball game all the way, I think.
Yeah, a tight game all around. We had a lot of opportunities to score. We created a lot of opportunities to be able to score, and we didn't capitalize on that. So it was a tough game. We played tough. They went up 14-0 off our miscues. Credit to them. They created it real early. They came out with a lot of energy, and they capitalized on it. Went up 14-0. Kind of settled down on defense after that. We only gave up 3 points after that, and we just got to capitalize on our opportunities whenever we get a chance.
All right, you've got Turlings Catholic coming up. I've got nothing on them. I don't know anything about them. And this will be the first time for EA to play Turlings Catholic. So they're a District 4, 4A team. What can you tell us about them?
From watching film, they're a really good team. They're undefeated right now. They didn't play last week. The team they were supposed to play had to forfeit for fighting or whatever they did. Not sure what they did, but they didn't play last Friday. But they're really good. They're disciplined, man. They don't flinch at all. So they
can't get them to jump all sides, huh?
No, they compete year in and year out for the championship, whether they're in it or they go out in the semis. But they're a really good, really disciplined team. And they play in November, December a lot, man.
Being a defensive line coach, do you like a 3-man front, 4-man front, 5-man front, or do you like to change it up? What do you like?
I'm here to do my job as a defensive line coach. It really don't matter to me whatever my coordinator decides to run. I got the opportunity and I got a job to hold my D lineman to, and I make sure I do that. So as far as what front I like, it really doesn't matter.
Do y'all practice during the week different fronts, or do you?
Yes, sir. We have 3 different fronts that we use. Actually, this past game, if you check it out, we ran one of our tricky fronts where we don't line up on the line of scrimmage, and we did it for about the entirety of the game, maybe about 3.5 quarters of it. So it all depends on what he want to run. It all depends on what he want to do. But as my job, I got to prepare my guys to do anything he want to do, because you can go in the game and want to run a 4-man front, but what if it's not working, you know? So throughout the week, we just prepare our guys that with all through our different fronts, or all 4 our different fronts. We prepare throughout the week that in case whatever works, that's what we stick to.
Do you line a guy up nose to nose with the offensive lineman, or do you like to have him off on one shoulder?
Oh, we always half a man. We play half a man. We play attack, react ball, where we're not necessarily reading what the linemen do until we attack him. We want to attack first, and then we'll react to whatever he do. We have technique to react to anything he can give us. So we are attack D-line. We like to get after it and reset the line of scrimmage.
Do you have defensive stunts that you use too?
Yes, sir. A lot of defensive stunts that's built into our defense that we like to run. Mainly, we play a lot of technical football, whereas there's not a lot of stunts involved unless we want to go ahead and get after it. But 9 times out of 10 inside our defense, we play a lot of technique sound ball.
What happens at halftime when you go in the locker room? Is it the coordinator that talks to the team, or do you talk to your defensive lineman?
I'm pretty sure it's just like it is anywhere in football on any level. The head coach addresses everybody, addresses us as coaches. The defensive coordinator address the defense if we need to make any adjustments. And then I get to address my guys whether we're doing good or bad. Now, it depends on how the game is going. It's going to be a different tone or whatever, but I get to talk to my guys at halftime every game.
Do you find that in the first half you got a guy that can beat that other guy pretty regularly? You adjust your defense to do that?
Yeah, it depends, man. It depends on what's going on, what the other team is giving us. We might have to switch a guy that we think he can beat him quicker, or we might have to switch a guy because he's losing over there. We might have to try another guy out. So it all depends on how the game is going.
All right. It's got to be exciting to be a coach in this district because it is a tough district.
Yeah, man. Week in and week out, it's tough, and it seems like everybody want to play us, So every Friday is just a grind to get ready for the game and go ahead and try to win one every week, man.
EA consistently has been a good team every year in this district. So.
Yes, sir, man. I really do think we have good kids, man. I think our culture has really made a turn since we got here, man. And all we're going to do is just keep getting after it, man. That's all you can do. Just hopefully they don't lay it down and keep pushing, keep pounding.
Well, we appreciate you coming by and filling in today, and good luck to you the rest of the way.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right. That's, again, Jonte Jones, the defensive line and special teams coach for EA, and we'll be back right after this. Time out.
We're here today at East Ascension High School to present our Player of the Week Award. Our corporate sponsor is Diaz Tire, and our plaque sponsor is Cooper's Pharmacy. Well, this week, Lathan Dumas receives the offensive award. He had a catch for 63 yards and a good game, too. Tell us about it.
I just came around the corner, got me a good angle, and just went full speed down the field. I just want to thank my blockers, though, because without them, it wouldn't be possible.
All right. And on the defensive side, the Player of the Week goes to DeMarcus Gant with 1 interception, return TD against Prairieville. Tell us about that and how the game went for you.
Well, I was playing good coverage all game. I locked in on my assignment. My coach told me to take the running back out the backfield. I took him. I realized it was a pass, and I dropped back in the coverage, and I caught an interception and took it back for a touchdown.
All right. That's great. EA Players of the Week this week. Tune in to Sports Scene for more Players of the Week later.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brewbacher's. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boys, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brewbacher's.
Brakes for Less is your new stop for quality car maintenance and repair. We'll beat any written estimate by 15%. That covers a wide variety of services, including brakes, tires, oil changes, tune-ups, suspension, shocks, struts, and air conditioning to keep the right temperature. Brakes for Less is dedicated to saving you money, and when you visit, you'll be as comfortable as possible while you wait. Stop by Brakes for Less in Baton Rouge on O'Neill Lane or in Gonzales on Airline, where we'll beat any written estimate by 15%. Guaranteed.
Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist. You've got it made.
Come into our showroom and let our experts guide you through our large selection of today's latest trends. Marchand's flooring and countertop collections offer these styles with unbelievable prices. And at Marchand's, we install it all. Come in to see all of the promotions and specials going on now.
With Marchand's Interior and Hardware Specialist, you've got it made.
Finally, I found a doctor who talks with me, not at me. She takes the time to answer my questions, so I feel reassured, not rushed. More time with my doctor, more time for me.
Schedule a tour today. Centerwell, it's about time.
Bertrand's Pharmacy has been providing personal medication counseling for over 30 years. Andy and Jeannie Bertrand, registered pharmacists, honor many prescription plans. Bertrand's is open Monday through Saturday. Phone 644-5641. Papera & Sons is the place to go for all your building material needs. Since 1938, they've been providing quality lumber and building materials, free estimating, and prompt delivery. Papera & Sons, Airline Highway, Gonzales. Monogramming Unlimited is just what it says. They do embroidery, silk screening, advertising specialties, awards, business cards, plaques, and sublimation. Call Monogramming Unlimited for all of your needs in Gonzales.
Bailey's is world famous for its andouille. Try their sausage, hoghead cheese, boudin, tasso, and smoked chickens. Look for the Sausage Man on Airline Highway LaPlace or visit Bailey'sAndouille.com.
If you've been in an accident, Guillory's Collision Center will assist you to obtain a rental car with your insurance company and cut through all the red tape. They're honest people that care about your total satisfaction. Call Guillory's today. Ernest Martin Incorporated is owned and operated by Bud and Sean Martin. Their 9 trucks deliver sand, clay, and limestone for residential, commercial, and industrial needs. Ernest Martin Incorporated. Since 1970, we're in it for the long haul.
Welcome back to Brewboxers out here in the patio. We're talking Dutchtown football now with the Griffins head coach, Guy Mistretta, who happens to be 6-0 as we speak, undefeated in district play as well. That's the most important thing at this point of the year, I would think. But man, you got it going.
Well, we have the record going. We won a bunch of games, and we're thankful for that. The kids need to be celebrated for that, but we're not near where we need to be. You know, just looking down the line. If we want to be a championship program, we've got to get a lot better. It's got to be more than just about the scoreboard, right? I mean, athletics in general, football in particular, it is about life lessons and learning how to continue to be better and get better every week and not relax and kind of coach, you know. And that's what we've been fighting for the last couple of weeks, getting our guys to understand that. We've had 2 really tough ball games where we were losing and both of them had to come from behind, which says a lot about the character of our kids to be able to do that. But also, do you need to be behind, right? What got you there? So that's going to be our big focus this week with a really, really tough opponent in Walker coming in.
Yeah, you beat Santa Monica 24-21, then you had the open date, then you won against them in Springs this past week, and the score was 27-13. So you really look like you're doing well on both sides of the football and special teams. I know coaches.
Yeah, you know.
it's never where you want it to be,
so
but you are playing well on both sides.
So I'm leaving here and going to a team meeting, and that's not what I'm planning on talking about. Right? No, we have done enough to be successful, but are we doing enough to become a championship program? And that's the end goal. You know, so each one of us, starting with me, through the coaching staff, all the kids, what can we do to get better this week? Because we need to. And it's not only about this week. And again, we've got a really tough opponent in Walker who's That was our only regular season loss last year. But
gonna mention
what are
that
we
the-
doing to get better for the next game and the playoffs to come and so forth?
You lost last year to Walker 21-20. It was a tight ball game, and the series now is even up at 3-3. So, and you got to go 2 Walkers. So that's
We do, and we went to them last year. We go back again this year. You know, last year we came out, which we haven't done particularly well this year, is come out strong and play well from the beginning. Last year against Walker we did, and then we tended to lighten up a little bit and let them back in the ball game. And in all 3 phases of the game, we made critical mistakes that we can't afford to do again.
turnovers are a big thing. How have you been doing on turnovers over the years?
We've done a pretty good job of not turning the ball over, and we've done a good job of forcing turnovers. And it's not necessarily that aspect of the game. I think we need to be a much more physical team. We need to attack more, and these are things that, you know, we only returned 4 starters this year, but we've got a lot of seniors on the field. So I don't feel like, I'm not pleased that we're not being more aggressive, right? And I know we're capable. We got some really good kids that are capable of doing this, and we're at the point in the season that it's now or never. So that, again, that's going to be our big focus this week.
You say you've fallen behind a couple of times in a couple of ball games, and I would think that was against your starters, but your backup guys must be doing pretty well to get you back in there. And
You know, we've got some sophomores, and this is my 8th year at Dutchtown. This might be the most sophomores we've played through the course of games on a regular basis.
that's
So
good for the
it's
future.
well, it's great to get them the playing time, but you know, again, I don't want to be negative, but you know, but I know what this team's capable of being, and we're not playing to that level. So that's our focus this week.
So when you go back to practice, how much do you scrimmage during the week now before a big game?
So at this time of the year, you know, once we get into October, we cut back our time a little bit. You know, we normally go 5 periods. Monday and Tuesdays, 24 periods, 5 minutes each. We knock that down to 4 minutes each. So we're still getting the same work in, the same parts of practice, but they're just a little bit shorter. The biggest thing at this point is kind of focusing in on game plan. And, you would hope that fundamentals have been taught at this point, and they're buying into it, which we feel they are. It's more about just gearing up for Friday nights.
You try to wear down a team during the game. I mean, like you can work them so that they get worn out by the fourth quarter.
I feel like our offensive line has done a good job of that. That's a big plus for us. We've got a big offensive line. We've got a veteran offensive line, and we feel like as the game goes on, we play better. We wear the defensive front down. That's in these 2 comebacks we've had the last 2 games. That's been a big part of it.
That's what I was thinking, that you've been able to play well in the second half, so that's important right now.
It is. It's important, but why not play well from the start? You know?
All 4 quarters, right?
Absolutely. It's all about 1 week at a time and going 1-0. Our kids say it over and over. That's one thing we do have instilled in them.
Is there any revenge factor in losing last year on the road and going right back to where you were?
You know, revenge doesn't matter, but does it wake you up and does it make you focus? I would hope so.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We got a lot more to talk about, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
If you're from Louisiana, you know that doing things the right way matters. Around here, that means creating a great restaurant and something more. People know that at Don's, they'll always have fresh Louisiana seafood. They'll always be part of a family and part of a proud Don seafood tradition. It's what makes us Louisiana's original Cajun restaurant.
Everywhere we go, people want to know
who we are.
So we tell them, we're Cypress Roofing. Everywhere we go, people want to know. People want to know who we are, so we tell them. We're Cypress Roofing. We're Cypress Roofing.
Call us today for your free evaluation.
Josh?
Call today, 225-450-5507.
St. James Nursery in Gramercy is your headquarters for your landscaping needs. They have plants, shrubs, and trees available, including palm trees. See Patrick or Denise Wagasback. Call them 869-5254. Pedrine's Portable Buildings invites you to visit their new location on the Airline Highway in Prairieville. Pedrine's offers free estimates, free delivery in surrounding areas, and setup. We do workshops, outdoor kitchens, even snowball stands. Pedrine's Portable Buildings.
For your next party or get-together, don't forget the ice. Pick up or order from a locally owned company, Bateman's Ice of Sanama. They deliver and supply storage boxes too. Bateman's Ice, the clink makes the drink.
When you're serious about appliance repair, call Hitman. They offer reliable professional repair for a wide range of household and commercial appliances. They'll have you back up and running in no time. Hitman Services.
Broussard Mechanical is your local rod dealer, but they service all makes and models. They offer free estimates and financing is available. Broussard Mechanical has fast response to your heating and air conditioning needs. Call Terry Broussard, 413-6193. Ernest Martin Incorporated is owned and operated by Bud and Sean Martin. Their 9 trucks deliver sand, clay, and limestone for residential, commercial, and industrial needs. Ernest Martin Incorporated, since 1970. We're in it for the long haul.
Welcome back to Brewboxers. Everyone's glad to have you along with us, and beautiful day and a beautiful patio out here that they renovated. Come on out and join us with the whole family. They have spaghetti and meatballs, hamburger steak, and fried fish on a daily luncheon menu as well. Don't forget that. All right, let's talk football. We've got the Prairie View head coach with us, Michael Schmidt, and all right, it was another loss. We didn't expect to win, but one thing that I noticed, you're scoring almost in every game, so things have got to be getting at least better.
It has gotten, defensively, we've gotten a lot better. So we set up a field goal. We had an interception late in the second quarter. First quarter was like 8-0 most of the first quarter. We played really well. Offense moved the ball well, really did. And we just couldn't get in. Once we got inside the red zone, we kind of puttered out. And one time we got it close enough where we kicked a field goal. It was 21-3 at halftime. But I was really pleased with our defense. We had 3 fourth down stops and forced a couple more punts. So, we still give up the big plays. Some of our youth sometimes, teams, it seems like everybody we've played kind of comes up with these elaborate schemes against us because they got so much confidence, and so they kind of they don't do their basic stuff, and every now and then it catches our young guys, looking in the backfield or something like that. So we gave up some big plays, but we had a lot of great plays on defense. I was really pleased.
How is your team's speed? Do you match up well with other teams?
We do have some good team speed, like I said, with the younger guys. But, I think where we lack is really just the physical strength from left to right when you're talking about the offense and defensive lines. In this district, everybody, likes to run the ball downhill. So we
got to be improved in off-season with off-season.
I think so. And age, a lot of our guys, I was looking at the rosters for next week, and the team we're playing, Denham, has 8 seniors on offense, and we have 1 on defense. And so it's things like that where most of our guys are sophomores and young, and they're going to be real big, real strong, but it's going to take us another. I think next year will be a different outcome.
What have you learned as a head coach being in a situation like you're in?
Well, I tell you, that's a good question. I think what I've learned is just, the attention to detail is even more important when you're not that good and when you're trying to build a program. Looking for, having goals for each week that are attainable for kids. Sometimes as a head coach you get caught up in wins and losses more so than anything. And then you lose sight of some of the more important things as far as, helping these young men grow. So, learning how to deal with the adversity of losing games in a tough situation, having to kind of move things around when, that having those hard conversations has been something we've done for the last 6 weeks, and it's been good learning for me as well.
Have the high school referees call games as tightly as they do with the colleges? I talk about this every week. It seems to me that those quarterbacks, it's almost like touch football. They get touched, and it's unnecessary roughness.
I tell you the one thing I've learned is being athletic director, being more involved in Colorado. You don't do anything with game management. It's just you show up and coach. So having to do some of that. The money we pay them, the reality is, these guys, it's got to be a pretty tall task. Those guys that are pros, and you watch all these different calls that are kind of.
I know they're trying to protect the players, and they want safety issue as number one. But man, in college, it seems like they just touch the quarterback, and it's roughing the passes.
The game has changed so much. The way we tackled, when I was a kid, even up through coming through college, and then over the last 25 years, seeing how it's changed. I think some of it's good. I think it's a necessary thing for us to do to keep the numbers up, because there's so many more things for young people to do now with soccer, lacrosse, all the different games that kids are playing now, and sport-specific kids now are so much more. We don't have kids playing so many different sports as they used to. So I think making it a little bit more safe for kids, and but again, I'm the kind of coach that loves the physicality of the game, so it is hard at times to understand some of the calls.
I think I mentioned this one other time, that Duffy Doherty used to be the head coach at Michigan State, and he had a great line on, he said, football is not a contact sport. He said slow dancing is a contact sport. He said football is a collision sport. And that's what it is. It's what it is, colliding.
There's so many things that have been taught, how to do that correctly and how to do it safely. I mean, now in the college world, they have tackling and contact coaches. Like, that's all they do.
Wow.
And they're not doing it. They research the best way to tackle, the rugby tackle, USA football, all these different things they have nowadays for education. And again, I think some of that's good. But at the same time, it's still a physical collision sport, like you're saying.
During the week, you've tapered off a little bit. Now, late in the year, I would think, on the scrimmaging part.
Not for us. I feel like for us, reps are important. Like, we still have guys that play on Friday night that are getting reps in JV games. We've had a few. We've been lucky. We haven't had many injuries at all. We haven't had, some of the things you typically have to deal with. For the most part, our guys are coming back healthy each week.
That's good.
Well, for us, we're Chillstown. I'm telling you, for me, it's a 2-year process. It's not just, I'm looking at not just this season. I want to make sure our seniors are getting what they need, but we are looking up until next year. I mean, we're already talking about what needs to take place.
So your second and third teamers are getting opportunities to play
every day, all the time. We scrimmage against each other, ones on ones. We don't do it, more than 8 to 10 plays a practice, but for us, it has to be done. And if we're young enough and rebounding enough, if we're smart, then yeah, we're still getting after pretty good.
It makes a big difference if a player gets in the game and he played last week a little bit each week. I mean, it takes him more confidence.
I think that's been the benefit for us. It's just that being able to really spread kids around JV and varsity, and everybody gets reps. And like I said, it's part of the whole program process over the next 2 years.
And when I played, I was a younger player, and when I got in the game, I was like this. My heart was pounding.
We got a bunch of those guys. It seems like each week we move another guy into the starting lineup that hasn't played, and he's either a freshman or a sophomore. And so every week we kind of get and that's what's been happening to us. Those guys kind of every now and then, get lost in the shuffle and make a bonehead play or something out of that.
Well, you got Denham Springs coming up next. Talk about that a little bit.
Denham Springs just a good, well-coached team. They throw the ball a little bit more. Got a great quarterback. Defensively, they run to the ball a little bit. A couple of guys that are on that staff are guys that coached with me when I was the head coach at Live Oak and played for me, quite frankly.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty neat. And then actually a couple of my old players, one of them, son's playing linebacker. So just another good team in our district. They lost to Live Oak, but they played, Dutchtown real tough this week. So it's going to be another good test for us, but one that we feel we can compete in.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you, Larry.
I'm looking forward to that first upset.
Thanks, Larry.
We'll be back right after this time out. Don't forget to, everybody knows that that's a big game. You can go to Brew Blockers here. They stay open late on game nights. We'll be right back.
We're here today at Prairieville High School to present our Player of the Week award.
Our corporate sponsor is Newly's Master Sandwich Builders, and our plaque sponsor is Roland Homes. Well, this week, Luke Lyon scored the first field goal in school history. How does that feel? But I have another question for you after you answer that.
It feels great. You know, I'm really blessed with the opportunity Coach Schmidt has given me to be the kicker on this team. And, yeah, I'm just glad, you know, Charlie Green had a really good hold right there and a really good snap. So I'm just glad it went through the post.
Does it take a different mindset to be a kicker because the spotlight is on you when it's time for you to perform?
Yeah, I think you just focus on what you're doing, you know, and when you focus on what you're doing and you just focus on putting it through the post, then the fear starts to fade away and it just goes back to what you do naturally.
Right, okay. And Cade Hebert put his best effort in as a sophomore. He played a different position. Tell us a little bit about that.
So before I was at Hawk, which is like the other side of where I was playing, and it's like completely different. I'm always on the strong side, and before I was always on the weak side, and yeah.
Well, Coach said that you did a good job at that position, so you must have done pretty well.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's our Players of the Week from Prairieville.
The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brubacher's. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boys, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brubacher's.
Quality contractors use quality concrete. We have the best concrete in the nation right here in Baton Rouge. Our concrete is made to last this generation and the next. After more than 20 years in business, you're probably riding and walking on quality concrete. There is a difference in concrete. Make a choice that lasts for years to come. Go with the best. Go with quality concrete. Call or scan this code today for a free estimate.
The UPS Store is not just a shipping store. We're the shipping store. The Leave the Packing to Us store. The We Understand this is more than a package store. We're the pack it, ship it, guarantee it store. The Peace of Mind store. We're the right around the corner. Go to We Ship It All store. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. When we pack it and ship it, we guarantee it. So find your local store today and ship with confidence.
Finally, I found a doctor who talks with me, not at me. She takes the time to answer my questions, so I feel reassured, not rushed. More time with my doctor, more time for me.
Schedule a tour today. Centerwell. It's about time.
Sanama Muffler and Brake has been serving the Sanama area for many years doing exhaust work, brake, tune-ups, air conditioning, and general auto repair. Call Sanama Muffler for all of your repair needs. 644-2564.
If you've been in an accident, Guillory's Collision Center will assist you to obtain a rental car with your insurance company and cut through all the red tape. They're honest people that care about your total satisfaction. Call Guillory's today.
Diaz Tire and Auto Repair invites you to shop with them in Gonzales and the Highway 42 Prairieville location. Bring your school ID and get $5 off oil, lube, and filter. Diaz Tire, Airline Highway Gonzales, and Highway 42 Prairieville.
Hebert Steel Incorporated, Gonzales and Baton Rouge, offers structural steel fabrication. Hebert Steel is a proud supporter of all high school sports in this area. Phone 644-5316 or 291-2144.
Hey folks, Craig at DeLone Supermarket with my main man Rod. We just want to let you know that we sell certified Angus beef, fresh produce, deli. Check out our Facebook ad at DeLoneSupermarket.com for our specials, and thanks for watching Sports Scene.
Papera & Sons is the place to go for all your building material needs. Since 1938, they've been providing quality lumber and building materials, free estimating, and prompt delivery. Papera & Sons, Airline Highway, Gonzales.
Rhino Tint has professionally installed window tinting. They use top quality window tint film which carries a lifetime warranty. Feel free to wait in our lobby while your tint is being installed. Rhino Tint in Sanama. Industrial Marine Valve is proud to support local athletics. They offer valve, pumps, and repair services. They're located at 715 South Sunny Avenue in Gonzales. Phone 644-9220. Trash Rangers is a locally owned and operated company. Call them for residential service, roll-offs, and front-load dumpster. Their flat rate charge has no hidden fees. Call 225-363-9053. We're here today at Lutcher High School to present our Player of the Week Award. Our corporate sponsor is St. James Parish Hospital, and our plaque sponsor is St. James Therapy Clinic. Well, this week, Dwayne Winfield receives the Offensive Player of the Week award. What a game. Tell us about it.
It was a good game, and my favorite play from the game was when I caught the hitch and scored on a touchdown.
All right. And on the defensive side, Chase Pittman and the Lutcher defense held South Terrebonne to 0 points. What an accomplishment.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to hold Edie White to 0 points, and my favorite play was when my boy Drake caught a pick, but we wanted him with the touchdown, but he had a little slow, so he couldn't get it. But yeah, man, I like seeing all the boys get good plays.
All right, maybe you'll do it this week, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's our Players of the Week at Lutcher. We're here today at St. James High School to present our Player of the Week award. Our corporate sponsor is St. James Parish Hospital, and our plaque sponsor is St. James Clinics. Andre Mahler receives the Offensive Player of the Week award. He had a good game playing offensive center. Tell us about your game and how it went.
I feel we had a good game, a very physical game, but we didn't complete it. I feel we slacked off in the second half, and that won't happen again this week.
All right. Coach not too happy about that, right? All right. On the defensive side, Jarrell Williams forced a safety to help the defense do a great job. Tell us about that.
At the end of the game, we just had some tough times. Like, we could shake back this week.
All right, that's our Players of the Week from St. James.
Welcome back to Brewbachers, everyone. Glad to have you along with us. And remember, they're open here late after home games for the football people that would like to come by and see the new patio and also see the new menu as well. All right, we got Olivia Puccio to talk about her becoming homecoming queen for EA. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
It's got to be exciting, I would think.
It's so exciting.
How did you find out?
Well, last year, one of my best friends, Corinne, I saw our volleyball coach kind of line up in front of her, so I had a feeling she knew, and I saw our coach again. She lined up in front of me and one of my best friends, Sophia, on the volleyball team. So I was like, okay, I have a feeling it's going to be one of us. But whenever they said my name, I was so surprised. I literally turned to my mom and just, like, my jaw dropped. I was not expecting it at all.
So this is voted on by the student body, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
All right. Now, what kind of organizations are you involved with? What do you...
So I'm a member of FCA, NHS, Beta, Student Council,
oh my goodness,
and Senior Mentors. So I'm in a lot of things, and I play volleyball, and I do Winter Guard. So a lot of stuff at school. I think my favorite club, either FCA or NHS, I really love getting, like, NHS is National Honor Society, so we get paired with like a special needs student, and we are like their buddy throughout the entire school year. So I like getting to have that bond with them.
What, you know, being homecoming queen, that's forever. In other words, you got it this year,
right?
But 10 years from now, you come back, you're still a former homecoming queen.
Yeah.
That's something that you'll be. Your memories will be every year. That's got to be exciting too.
It's so exciting. I know, and I can't wait to come back next year and crown the next queen. Like, because I have so many friends who could totally get it next year. So that's exciting.
That's great. What are your plans after school?
Well, I want to go to LSU to major in social work and become a child life specialist, which is somebody who like goes and basically explains medical procedures to the child before it happens and just helps them through their diagnosis, and it kind of like tames their anxiety a little bit, because I mean, as a kid, you don't really understand a lot of what's going on, so it's nice to have somebody there to kind of calm you down a little bit.
What will be your best memory of being the homecoming queen?
I'm getting to come on the show. I mean, this is exciting.
Well, you threw me your curves. I was going to tell you, I said I was supposed to be this show, but you already did that. You're ahead of me, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
Well, congratulations once again, and
Thank you so much.
and I hope your reign is a good one, and I hope that your memories 5, 10, 15 years from now will always be this show and, of course, being green.
Yes.
All right, we'll be back after this.
There's a time we all know is coming, but nobody knows just when. If you don't have a plan or you don't understand how or where to begin, at church funeral services, we'll handle it all with care and passion. Church funeral services.
Brakes for Less is your new stop for quality car maintenance and repair. We'll beat any written estimate by 15%. That covers a wide variety of services, including brakes, tires, oil changes, tune-ups, suspension, shocks, struts, and air conditioning to keep the right temperature. Brakes for Less is dedicated to saving you money. And when you visit, you'll be as comfortable as possible while you wait. Stop by Brakes for Less in Baton Rouge on O'Neill Lane or in Gonzales on Airline, where we'll beat any written estimate by 15%. Guaranteed.
The newest remodel restaurant in Gonzales is Brewbacher's. Come see us at the same location, serving a variety of food with an exciting new menu to tempt your taste buds. Bring all your friends and meet on the patio. You'll enjoy the big screen TVs throughout the restaurant. There's something for everyone. The best hamburgers, po' boys, salads, and delicious steaks, as well as daily lunch specials. See why family and friends enjoy meeting at Brewbacher's. Monogramming Unlimited is just what it says. They do embroidery, silk screening, advertising specialties, awards, business cards, plaques, and sublimation. Call Monogramming Unlimited for all of your needs in Gonzales. Terry's Express Lube is located on the Airline Highway, Gonzales. They specialize in oil changes and state inspections. Ask about regular or synthetic oil. They'll get you in and out in a hurry at Terry's Express Lube. Rhino Tint has professionally installed window tinting. They use top quality window tint film which carries a lifetime warranty. Feel free to wait in our lobby while your tint is being installed. Rhino Tint in Santa Monica. Industrial Marine Valve is proud to support local athletics. They offer valve, pumps, and repair services. They're located at 715 South Sunny Avenue in Gonzales. Phone 644-9220. Trash Rangers is a locally owned and operated company. Call them for residential service, roll-offs, and front-load dumpster. Their flat rate charge has no hidden fees. Call 225-363-9053. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic is the leading orthopedic and sports medicine provider in the region with 5 convenient locations. Dr. Winder is proud to serve as East Ascension and Santa Ma's team physician for over 25 years.
So you guys want to come over later? Oh, I'd love to, but Will's scheduled to catch the flu.
You can't really schedule your illness.
Yeah.
That's why we work around your schedule. Lake Urgent Care.
That wraps up this edition of Sports Scene Live. Hope you enjoyed it live from Brewbacher's. We're glad to have you along with us. See you next week.